That's why when I teach English, I have to take help of Hindi. That is why I am able to make them understand, and they can understand very easily, because our
Yes,
mother tongue is not English, So how can you expect to children that if you
yes,
are speaking English totally, so they will be able to understand? It's not like that. That's why we have to use our mother tongue also when we, make them understand and explain anything.
because
Okay,
our
that's very good. So,
being a teacher, our main objective is to make them understand any subject topic.
very good.
This is the main motto our.
Very good, very good. Because what is the need of your teaching? Like if you are explaining anything total in English and any language, and if your students are not getting your points, so what is the benefit of your teaching?
So good evening, ma'am. How are you doing?
Very good evening. I'm doing well. And what's about you?
I am also doing great, and thank you for asking.
Okay. And I know nothing about you. So first of all, I would like to know about you. So please introduce yourself.
Okay, first of all, thank you very much for giving me this golden opportunity to introduce myself. So this is Bablu Kisko. I am connecting from Hooghly, West Bengal. As far as my qualification is concerned, I have completed masters in English literature. If I talk about my hobbies, I love to play cricket, football, and having conversation with different kinds of people. And by profession, I am a school teacher. And apart from that, I have just created a YouTube channel where I upload English conversational videos. So that's all about me, and thank you for asking.
Oh wow, that's a great, lovely introduction. And you are just new YouTuber, right? Very
Yes,
good, congratulations. And I wish that you get more and more success for your channel.
thank you, ma'am.
Okay. So would you like to know about me?
Yes, please introduce yourself.
Yeah. I am Anjana and I'm connecting to you from UP. And I completed my post graduation in English literature from Kanpur University. If I talk about my hobbies, so I love teaching and listening to music. Apart from that, I also run a YouTube channel. Its name is Anjana Educational Videos. That's it.
Okay, so it's great to hear about yourself. So, ma'am,
Okay. One thing I want to know that what type of sound I'm able to hear, like it's clouds are thundering there or something other sound.
yes, ma'am, just raining started here.
That's why it was sound. Yes, I was feeling that it was like clouds are thundering, right?
Yes, yes.
That's why. Okay, so I think the weather is very cool there.
Yes, it's just thundering start right now.
Okay, you are from West Bengal, right?
I'm from West Bengal, Hooghly district.
Okay. And I'm from UP, but here my side, it's not raining. It's too much scorchy weather in that here. Yes.
For a few days, it has been raining for a few days here.
Okay. So I think you are not using fan and AC something, right?
No, no, it's not necessary to use in this time.
Yes, yes. Actually, only 1 week ago, here in my UP also, there was too much rainy season. Like it was raining continuously 2 days. So that time, we were feeling like, like winter has come. We felt like that. So
Oh,
nature is very powerful. Nature is very powerful. Like we can't imagine like at what time we have rainy season and suddenly it goes into winter and summer. Yeah, all these things.
but 2 weeks
Okay.
ago, it was a very hot weather.
Hmm.
2 weeks ago, salty
Hmm.
weather, a kind of
Okay.
salty weather.
Okay. Yeah. So yes, we are talking about just randomly about weather. So I would like to know your favorite season. What is your favorite season?
Yes, ma'am.
I am saying that randomly we started talking about season and weather. So I would like to know what is your favorite season? Which season do you like most?
Yes, yes. My favorite season is winter, you can say.
Okay. Why?
Because in winter season, you know that winter is the season of festival. Lots of
Hmm.
festivals are held in this seasons also.
Yes.
Uh, yes, yes, even in winter seasons, various types of fair are held in our area and most of the areas also. And
Hmm.
there is uh, even Kali Puja is held in this time also.
Hmm. West Bengal.
And
Hmm.
at that time also in winter season, just go to various places for our picnic purposes. Most of the
Hmm.
people also like, that's why like these seasons also. And there are lots of various types of flowers are available. Various types
Hmm.
of vegetables are available in market. We
Yes.
can just get such types of fresh vegetables for our meal.
Hmm. Yes.
And also the
Okay.
weather is also very cool and pleasant
Hmm.
in this time also.
Yes.
And I can say that there is not any such types of any dangerous disease in this type.
Hmm.
We cannot see at that time also. So that's
Yes.
why I like this season very much.
Very good. Same here. I also like winter season, and winter is only around the corner. Like 1 month later, we will need woolen cloths. Yeah, and like I'm a homemaker, so I have to do all work at my home. So in kitchen time, I feel very relaxed. Like I can do anything. I can cook, and when it comes about summer season, that time it's too much suffocated work in kitchen. So that's why
Yes,
I like winter season very much. And if I talk about like go outside, so in summer season, if you want to go outside and you want to pass time in market or park, so you will not feel better. But in winter season, just wear woolen socks and go anywhere. Yeah, so
really
it's very easy. Yes, and suddenly if some guests come at my home, so I don't feel poor and I don't feel I don't have any problem because I'm able to do any work while winter season. But if I talk about summer season, that time it's too challenging for me because because every time you can't sit under the fan, right?
yes,
And in each and every room you don't have AC. So
right,
that's
right.
why I'm saying winter season is really very lovely season for me. I love.
And
Okay.
if you do any work in our house or maybe outside, so you don't get exhausted or tired at that time in this
Yes,
day,
yes.
during this
And we don't
season.
feel lazy. Yes,
Yes,
we
yes,
don't feel lazy. And really, you are saying that in summer season, if we do something, so we feel that I'm too much exhausted. But in winter season, it's not like that. Even I'm a foodie personality. I love food, different items. So in winter season, we have no problem. Like you can do over it also, right?
yes,
But in summer season, you can't take meal over. Like if you
yes.
take, you will definitely get sick. Yeah, that's why.
Yes, yes, and also in this season, most of the people suffer from various types of in other season. Most of the people suffer from
Hmm.
other different dangerous diseases. But in this season, if
Yes.
you take some kind of, if we take fast food or any street food
Hmm.
in this season, most of the time, so we are not having such kind of diseases at that time.
Yes, yes, yes. Very good. We have same kind of feeling. I like winter season. You like winter season. Okay. So tell me about your some other activities and hobbies. What do you do in your leisure time?
Okay, so if I talk about my leisure time, so yeah, as I have said that I am a teacher, school teacher. I have to do a lots of household chores also, and apart from that, I have to go to my school to teach my students. But nowadays, what I do in my leisure time, most of the times I always remain active for my speaking practices. Okay, nowadays I am
Okay.
because I am very much passionate and
Hmm.
enthusiastic about learning this language, and because
Okay.
earlier times I just used to focus only on grammar, reading, writing, vocabulary. So
Hmm.
that's why I just neglected my speaking and listening skill at that time. So I just
Okay.
realized that I should work on my speaking skill. So that's why in my leisure time, you
Hmm.
can say that most of the times I remain busy to enhance my speaking skill as well as communication skill. So this is
Very
this
good.
is
Very
the
good.
these
Hmm.
are the things I am doing in my leisure time.
Very good. And you have started a good initiative for you because speaking is really, very beneficial if you want to learn any language. So, according to you, what do you think? Like grammar works a lot, or like you have started speaking and listening. So, what is the most beneficial according to you for learning
So
this language?
yes, yes. In my perspective, basic grammar is required at the initial stage of learning this language because English is not our mother tongue; it's our second language. So that's why
Hmm.
basic grammar very essential for any learner at the
Hmm.
initial stage. Some kinds of parts of speech, tenses, modals, voice, and even conditional article preposition. These are the very basic aspects of English grammar. So we should go
Hmm.
for basic grammar at the initial stage because if we don't know the basic, so how can we learn? How can we start this language? Okay, so
Hmm.
that's why, and if the learners get the environment of English speaking environment, so that
Hmm.
in this regard, so basic grammar is not required, but somehow basic grammar is required to be an accurate, to be an fluent speaker, to be proficient in English. So that's why
Hmm.
grammar is essential.
Very good, very good. You have explained very well. I agree with you. And okay, what's your favorite subject?
As I have completed masters in English, so that's why my favorite subject is English. Not only in this,
Hmm.
as I have completed, this is the not main reason because in my earlier time also during my schooling time, so at that time also English was my favorite subject at that time.
Hmm.
And
Same
from
here.
since then I have been learning. I have been working on my speaking skill, and nowadays
Okay, wow.
I'm very much
Very good,
active.
very
And in my earlier times also, I didn't focus too much, and I was not consistent. So that's
same
why
here.
I was not able to speak properly in that time also.
Same here. It happens, So now you have, I think you have known all the things, like how can you explore all the things and how can you gain good confidence and how can you learn this language properly. That's why you want to pass your time with English, 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 right? So that's
Yes,
really good. Also, as whatever you are telling, just I do the same. And so I think in your school you teach English.
I teach, though my subject is English, but whenever I teach in my school, so I just use bilingual method, somewhat in Bengali and somewhat in English, as the
Hmm.
local language Bengali. And what happens that whenever I start teaching to my students, so most of the students don't get, cannot understand, because
Yes,
they are not so much accustomed to listening this language. And but I try my level
same
best
here,
to make them understand in English. It's my
same here.
bounded duty, so that's why I'm trying my level best. Okay.
Same here, like I'm also a teacher. I take offline classes, so I have to teach students. They come from school. So as you know that in UP, our mother tongue is Hindi. So that's why when I teach English, I have to take help of Hindi. That is why I am able to make them understand and they can understand very easily because our
Yes.
mother tongue is not English. So how can you expect to children that if you
Yes.
are speaking English totally, so they will be able to understand? It's not like that. That's why we have to use our mother tongue also when we make them understand and explain anything.
Because
Okay,
our
that's very good. So
being a teacher,
hmm,
main objective is to make them understand any subject.
Very good.
This is the main motto our.
Very good, very good. Because what is the need of your teaching? Like if you are explaining anything total in English and any language, and if your students are not getting your points, so what is the benefit of your teaching? So it doesn't
Yes,
mean
yes,
that's why recently I have started taking online classes also for homemakers, because I was getting so many messages from homemakers that ma'am please teach me, I want to provide English environment at home, because nowadays people are so crazy to learn this language. Even if they were not serious in their college time and school time, but after getting married, they want to learn this language for their kids, right? And because sometimes they homemakers attend PTM, that time they feel impressed, like teachers are speaking in English but I'm unable to reply. That's why I was getting so many messages. So now I have recently started giving some tips and tricks, like that is how you can practice with me. So easy steps, just I tell them. What do I like? I see that what is your level. Like if you are able to understand my total English speech, so that time I use total English. Okay. But if you are not able to understand my English, that time I have to teach with the help of Hindi. So I do this because, as you said, that our main motto is to make them understand, right? We are not we are not advertising our language, like, yeah.
and
So
also
that's
now
really good.
I would like to ask you one thing that you are speaking very well right now. There's no doubt. So when did you start your learning journey, and how what kind of technique did you use at that time?
Yes. So whatever you told me, it's like same journey I have. Like you have done, your post graduation in English literature. I have done also my masters in English, and I love this subject. When I was little, that time also I was very fond of speaking English. But that time I didn't have any environment, any guidance, and that time we didn't have social media, that what to do, how to learn this language. So that's why it was impossible for me to learn this language when I was unmarried and I was in college. I can say that I was good at writing and reading, but not in speaking. Yes. So last year, when I started my YouTube channel, that time I realized that if I can teach, so I can also speak. So I started believing in myself, and now I practice daily. So that's how day by day I'm getting fluency. So this is the best way to learn English. Like speak daily, listen daily, and you will definitely you will be a fluent speaker. Yeah. So I do it.
Yes, yes. I also used to listen a lot before started this speaking. I
Mm,
also used to listen a lot because speaking is the most vital part. Though I know that there are
yes.
four pillars: listening, speaking, reading, and writing. But in my perspective, I would say that listening is the most important part. And after listening, I
Yes.
just started
Yes.
imitating. I just started speaking also. By this way, I'm
Very
just
good.
here.
Very good.
Yes.
Yes. Listening is the most important, because this is language. And if you have never heard any language, so how will you expect to yourself that you would be able to speak? Because listening is like input information. We are getting all the points, like how people are talking, how they are talking about any topic and any subject. So we get information, so this we are able to express, right?
Yes,
That's
yes.
why listening and speaking to both the most important practice. We should never skip. I always say to every learner that never skip your listening and
Yes, yes.
speaking practice. You can
Yes.
you if you don't have time, like sometimes I want that I should learn new advanced sentences and new advanced words, but I don't have so much time for myself. So reading and writing. So what do I do? Like whenever I'm busy in my kitchen and whatever I'm doing, just my home, so I listen English, because I don't have time. for reading, writing, and reading. So I listen English, and whenever I have time, so just I send message on Skype and I talk with someone. So I can say this is my practice is going on, speaking practice. Otherwise, I have to speak every time, mother tongue, Hindi every time.
And there are also other benefits of listening that by listening we are able to pronounce any word properly.
Very good, very good. Because sometimes, we don't know correct pronunciation of any word. So when we listen carefully, so that time we can observe and understand the pronunciation of that word. Really, it works. Yeah,
Yes,
very good.
yes. So tell me, ma'am, so as you have said that you are just homemaker right now. So in your leisure time, what do you do nowadays?
I do only it like I'm talking to you. It was my leisure time today. Actually, I didn't go at my coaching classes. I had, because in the morning time some guest had arrived at my home, so I was very busy that time. I just take leave today, so it was my leisure time. I just send a message on Skype. I do it because nowadays I'm learning this language, so I don't give priority to anything. Like I don't watch reels, and I don't watch any movie, and nothing. Only I speak when I am free. Yeah.
Same, I'm also same. I just return from my school and after that just
Hmm.
just sit here
Yeah.
and try to connect to someone for my
Yes.
speaking practices.
Yes, yes. Because if you are really serious to learn anything, right? So there is no need of time wasting. If you are
Yes,
wasting
yes,
time, how can you say that you are learning? You will never learn anything if you are not giving time. So it's our priority. That's why always I give priority to this language because I love this language. I love teaching, and when I teach my students, so whatever new things I learn, new words and new sentences, I just provide to my students because I think being a teacher, it's my responsibility that
yes,
I
yes.
want to update myself, upgrade myself. So whatever new things I'm learning, I'm just providing. Yeah. So I do this.
I also try to remain active and updated myself always because being a teacher
Ah,
is our bounden duty to remain active and updated always.
of course.
So
Very
do
good.
you, so
So
ma'am, do you teach online or offline?
offline, I teach most of the time. I teach offline. Student come from school, so I have to teach all the subjects. Yeah, when student are related to school, so that time I don't provide them spoken classes, but I use English as much as I can because I
Yes.
think the language. If students are learning English as a language, so they will definitely learn very soon. When I take online classes, so that time, they are not students, they are not related with, school. They are homemakers. Yeah, so
Yes.
that time I teach them, like, how can you speak with your children? How can you talk in school? So I,
You are doing great job. You are just trying to give
and this is how
proper
I'm learning.
English speaking
I
environment.
am providing knowledge. I think that I am learning because I think that teaching is not only like providing knowledge, it's getting knowledge more and more. Like
Yes,
you are
yes.
repeating all the things, you are revising. Otherwise, if you are not teacher, you will not get time for reading and writing. And you will not, because you will not give priority. But I am a teacher, so I always think that it's my priority that what new things I should learn. After that, I will provide my students. So something I'm learning, yeah. And yes, this is the very good way for teacher to learn anything.
Yes, I am also, ma'am. I just being a teacher, I also consider myself as a learner, as a student, because
Yes, yes, I always say,
sometimes I also
yeah.
get to learn from any learner, from any students, be it a teacher. So I just consider myself as a learner always.
Yes, because knowledge is awesome. Knowledge is ocean. Okay,
Yes,
you can't get whole knowledge in one life, right? Some people say that I am perfect in this language. I think that nobody is perfect.
nobody.
Everybody has some room for improvement. So yes, I do it like whatever limited knowledge I have, I just provide. Otherwise, I try to gain more and more. Yeah.
And learning is a lifelong journey, be it any kind, English
Sure.
learning, or if you are in any field. So learning is a kind of
Hmm.
lifelong journey.
Of course, of course.
Yes.
And I always think that we should never stop our learning journey, because as
Yes.
much as we learn, we can update ourselves, and we get satisfaction also that yes, I know this, I can do this, I have this potential. Otherwise, we feel bored, right? If you are not learning new things, you will find yourself that I'm nothing, I know nothing, what to do now? I know nothing new things, because nowadays it's technology era, right? So I we shouldn't think that most of the old people think that I didn't know this, I don't know this, and it is not my era things. So I always think that age doesn't matter, right?
Yes.
You can learn anything at any age, and keep enjoying life while learning new things, because we get the satisfaction when we learn new things. That's why.
And this is the era of technology. If we have
Hmm.
any problem, if we have any kind of problem while trying to make solution for
Hmm.
anything, so we just click on the internet, and everything is our fingertips. So that's why
Yeah, yeah,
we
sure,
get
sure.
everything from our social apps.
Yeah, definitely. So, Bablu, I think like we have talked enough, and it was really wonderful conversation with you, because you are a teacher, and I must say that you are a very good teacher. That's why you are here. You are learning this language, and it would be really helpful for not only for you but also for your students. Yeah. So keep learning this language and keep practicing.
Yes, yes. It was a very nice and informative conversation with you also. And thank you very much, ma'am, for giving me your precious time also.
Same here.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you. Bye bye.